Jamie Whincup heads title rival Scott McLaughlin Jamie Whincup boosted his championship hopes by holding off title rival Scott McLaughlin in a head-to-head fight to win race 24 at the ITM Auckland Super Sprint. The Red Bull Holden Racing Team driver converted his pole position into a lead which held throughout 2 pit stop cycles despite being pushed hard by McLaughlin Shelby Power Racing. The race quickly developed into a duel between the championship's top 2. McLaughlin almost jumped Whincup after rejoining from his second stop, but he was unable to prevent Whincup from sweeping around the outside of the Ford and back into the lead on lap 35. The Kiwi pushed Whincup hard before falling away in the final laps, saving fuel, as the latter held on to take a highly impressive and important victory. Whincup also took out the Jason Richards Memorial Trophy. The 6-time champion's third win of the season will see him hold a 30-point lead over McLaughlin ahead of the Newcastle 500 season finale from November 24-26. "We needed that. I'm just trying to give ourselves an opportunity at this one title," said Whincup. "Old mate McLaughlin beside me is pretty quick, so the guys have been digging deep trying to get the most out of our car. I didn't know how I was going to go. I was pretty crook before that one, but all's good. Put my head down. Car was great, and can't thank all the crew enough." ProDrive's Cameron Waters finished third but is the subject of a post-race investigation after being involved in an incident that ruined the race for teammates Chaz Mostert and Mark Winterbottom. It proved to be an eventful race for championship contenders Mostert and Shane Van Gisbergen, who saw their title bids suffer a severe blow. Mostert managed to scythe his way from 23rd to 7th after he was pitched into a spin following a clash with ProDrive teammates Waters and Winterbottom. Waters made contact with Winterbottom at turn 8 while disputing 4th on the opening lap, which pushed the latter into Mostert, who spun out of 3rd position. Will Davison Techno Autosports, Lee Holdsworth Preston Hire Racing and James Courtney Mobile 1 HSV Racing ran into each other as a result, which put Holdsworth and Courtney out of the race. Mostert's impressive drive means he is still mathematically in title contention, albeit 264 points shy of Whincup. However, worse was to befall race 23 winner Van Gisbergen due to a mistake while entering the pits for his first stop. Lying 4th in the standings heading into the race, the reigning champion arrived too hot into pit lane on lap 16 and slammed into the rear of Tim Slade Brad Jones Racing after locking his brakes. The impact caused extensive damage to the front of the 888 Holden, which required lengthy repairs in the garage before he returned to finish 24th, almost 14 laps down. Like Mostert, he remains in championship contention but is 286 points back behind. Fabian Coulthard kept his title hopes alive by coming home 5th after dropping to as low as 11th on the opening lap. Driving a repaired Shell Ford after a roll in race 23, the Kiwi finished behind Craig Lowndes in 5th, which leaves him 176 points adrift of Whincup. Gary Rogers Motorsports' Garth Tander drove strongly throughout to climb from 11th on the grid to 6th at the flag, ahead of the charging Mostert, who passed teammate Jason Bright on the final lap. James Moffitt Gary Rogers Motorsport, who ran as high as 4th in the early stages, finished 9th as Mobile 1 HSV Racing's Scott Pye completed the top 10. Michael Caruso was the top Nissan Motorsport runner in 11th in front of teammate Rick Kelly. Slade somehow survived the contact with Van Gisbergen to bring the 14 Commodore to finish in 15th position. After starting from 4th on the grid, Winterbottom crossed the line in 19th after he was caught up in an opening lap clash before later incurring a drive-through for pit lane speeding. Results: Virgin Australia Supercars Championship ITM Auckland Super Sprint, Race 24 Position Team Driver Car Laps Time 1 Red Bull Holden Racing Aust Jamie Whincup Holden Commodore VF 70 11,711.7122 Shelby Power Racing Team Scott McLaughlin Ford Falcon FGX 70 11,717.6183 Monster Energy Racing Cameron Waters Ford Falcon FGX 70 11,720.3714 Team Vortex Craig Lowndes Holden Commodore VF 70 11,730.5025 Shelby Power Racing Team Fabian Coulthard Ford Falcon FGX 70 11,737.3186 Wilson Security Racing GRM Garth Tander Holden Commodore VF 70 11,741.2107 Supercheap Auto Racing Chaz Mostert Ford Falcon FGX 70 11,743.6148 Mega Racing Jason Bright Ford Falcon FGX 70 11744.0919 Wilson Security Racing GRM James Moffitt Holden Commodore VF 70 11750.04410 Mobile 1 HSV Racing Scott Pye Holden Commodore VF 70 11751.02111 Nissan Motorsport Michael Caruso Nissan Altima 70 11751.29412 Singlet Racing Rick Kelly Nissan Altima 70 11755.70013 Erebus Penrite Racing David Reynolds Holden Commodore VF 70 11756.06714 Harley Davidson Racing Nick Percat Holden Commodore VF 70 11758.92815 Freightliner Racing Tim Slade Holden Commodore VF 70 11810.75516 Team Cool Drive Tim Blanchard Holden Commodore VF 70 11811.22317 Team Harvey Norman Simona Di Silvestro Nissan Altima 70 11811.57318 Car Sales Racing Todd Kelly Nissan Altima 69 11712.13719 The Bottle Racing Team Mark Winter Bottom Ford Falcon FGX 69 11724.36520 Erebus GB Galvanizing Racing Dalewood Holden Commodore VF 69 11738.43221 Plus Fitness Racing RN Russell Holden Commodore VF 69 11739.15922 Traillight Racing Jack Perkins Holden Commodore VF 68 11741.09723 Techno Woodstock Racing Will Davison Holden Commodore VF 67 11728.68224 Red Bull Holden Racing Ost Shane Van Gisbergen Holden Commodore VF 56 11806.075 DNF Mobile 1 HSV Racing James Courtney Holden Commodore VF 500541.630 DNF Preston Hire Racing Lee Holdsworth Holden Commodore VF 100117.078 Championship Points Pause Driver PTS1 Jamie Whincup 2852 Scott McLaughlin 2823 Fabian Coulthard 2674 Forchaz Mostert 2586 5 Shane Van Gisbergen 2574 6 Craig Londies 2167 Cameron Waters 2071 8 Mark Winterbottom 2058 9 Garth Tander 2028 10 David Reynolds 1956 11 Scott Pye 1645 12 Tim Slade 1611 13 Michael Caruso 1602 14 Rick Kelly 1575 15 Will Davison 1491 16 Jason Bright 1485 17 James Moffitt 1476 18 Lee Holdsworth 1437 19 Todd Kelly 1398 20 James Courtney 1350 21 Nick Percat 1335 22 Tim Blanchard 1176 23 Dale Wood 1125 24 Simona Di Silvestre 1032 25 Steve Owen 660 26 James Golding 624 27 Tony D'Alberto 612 28 Richie Stanaway 594 29 Alex Rulo 594 30 Matthew Campbell 591 31 Paul Dumbrell 534 32 Stephen Richards 504 33 Warren Luff 498 34 Alexander Premat 495 35 Jack Perkins 495 36 Jack LeBrock 485 37 Dean Fiore 465 38 Lucia Molden 462 39 Chris Pither 462 40 Gary Jacobson 417 41 David Wall 408 42 Jonathan Webb 372 43 Dean Canto 369 44 Macaulay Jones 345 45 Andre Heimgartner 336 46 Todd Hazelwood 333 47 Taz Douglas 306 48 Alex Davison 297 49 Richard Muscat 291 50 Carl Reindler 270 51 of Aaron Russell 261 52 David Russell 195 53 Shay Davies 153 54 Cameron McConville 81 55 Matthew Brabham 57 56 Ashley Walsh 0